Wah, wah. Nope, we're dead. Hello, everyone. Dick Buchanan. Welcome back to Star Citizen. We are waking up in an unknown location in a beautiful bed. This is danger, high voltage directly above your head. Not the best place to put a high voltage panel. When you sit up, if you're a tall guy, you just bash your head on that. Questions are asked. Where are we? I don't even know. Today we are at Seraphim Station on Crusader. Fun. What do we want to do? Let's do a little mission here. Welcome to Star Citizen. We're not going to haul. Not here to haul. Mercenary, undetected surveillance. Figure out a criminal nets, provide backup, and call to arms. Guess let's do a clear out a nest. Track you. See if this mission works. Hit this up. Do I have any ammo here? Do I have gear on me? Okay, I've got a gun. This is technically the weapon we're taking. A few extra mags. Toss those in there. Doesn't hurt. Looks good. I'm required by a corporation I am joining, or the group of people I am joining, to wear the said armor. But I'm not required to always wear it. It's just when we go to an op. This is the initiation gear. But, alas, what I have on. So we're gonna rock with it. Man, Star Citizen is such a mixed bag. It's so beautiful, so good looking, so nice. When it functions, absolutely fantastic. And like the synergy, I don't even know if that's the right word, but this cascading events, things that happen can lead to such cool moments in said game. You know what, my Hornet's here, why not? We'll take a Hornet. I'm pretty sure this mission is going to involve landing outside of a base, outside of turret range, and moving in. That elevator's occupied. It's never a good thing. It means elevators aren't working properly. But you know what? We'll get into it. Are there any details in this elevator? I've never really looked around. Some sort of barcode there. Some lights? Nothing really. That's right, I chose to stand in that doorway, thinking it would stay open, block it from closing on me. That could just be catastrophic. So fucking awesome. Little things in this game. Engines on. Begin undocking procedures, landing gear up. Let's just go into quantum in the hangar. I wonder if that's a bug, or if that's the way it's meant to be, where the ship sinks down a little bit when you get in it. I'm unsure. Door should be open enough. I really should have looked up. Sometimes people park things or put things right in the way of hangars just to troll people. Looks like we're heading to Daymar. No, things are looking good so far. Quantum worked, functioned.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Strapped. So pretty with the sun. I mean, the sun's visual look in this game is hot garbage. They need a new asset for that. It just looks like crap. It's cool nonetheless, the way it's traveling through the atmosphere here, and you can see the sun on the horizon. Means I think we're going to be doing this mission during a sunrise. Actually, shouldn't just fly straight at this. This looks very, very flat. Nope, we're dead. I didn't turn off quantum. Touche, game. Touche. Didn't happen. Okay, new mission. Acquire the mags and random things off my character. This time with actual distance markers, because I have a corpse to the ground.
Shields online.
Usually around 2K, I like to drop it. Those actual contacts floating? Are we gonna hit the ground again? No, I was damn close though. Man, those ships look like they're floating. Okay, can we see what's going on down here? Turn on some lights. This is my corpse right here. We're not gonna hit the ground.
Landing gear.
I refer to myself as a good enough pilot usually. In that case, I wasn't a good enough pilot. And by good enough pilot, I mean I can get us there, and usually I don't hit things. But I guess for that usual part to be true, it means you actually have to hit things occasionally. Gonna say, please tell me I didn't bounce and I'm getting out. Sucks when the ship's just out of reach. It's a bad day. But welcome to Star Citizen. You drop your guard for a second when flying that close to a planet in Quantum. You are going to smack into it. You can do it, game. Let me loot my corpse. Was there like a 1 pixel? We got it. Okay. Well, I guess technically it just means we duped all of our ammo, right? Let's borrow some of your stuff here. One of these I have a bunch of ammo. Oh. Now, we need to get into the objective without dying. I'm 99% sure that these are hostile turrets and things here. We're actually gonna fly real low going in here.
Takeoff complete.
I think that was my corpse marker going through the bottom of the plane. I think. Call it a plane, like a spaceship, but it's fine.
Landing gear raised.
I really don't want to walk 5 clicks. But I also really don't want to get shot out of the sky by this people. Hip hop shields. I think there's a ridge line ahead of me here. I can stay just behind. I think they built the base in like a crater. They did, okay. Nice and slow. Okay, turrets are already shooting at me. Man, I really don't want to run 1.6 km though. No fun. I don't think we have much of a choice here. I chose not to bring a land vehicle. Yep, they're definitely hostile. So we should be parking it up here. Leave the engines on, leave the lights on, run maximum IR, maximum thermal, just sitting on the ground. It'll be fine. No one will notice. I guess we're gonna hoof it. One good thing about death, all my food and oxygen and everything completely reset. So, we good. These lights are so bright. So bright they penetrate through rocks. There's like none of these rocks are casting shadows. And there's some nice ramping rocks. Too bad they're next to a hostile base. I wonder if there's a way to get over that ridge line and into this defilade here. What are these plants? They don't look too friendly. Usually things like that means they eat other living organisms. Like bugs or small rodents and stuff that go in the middle of those and it slowly closes around them. Could be wrong. Could just be weird ass alien plants. But I don't think there's much life out here. I guess there are actual ground plants, which usually means insects and things. I don't know how far along this planet is. Pretty sure you need a helmet to exist here on Daymar. I wish there was like a way to flick these turrets off, like a switch. Main power to them or something. Should have contacts, like right about here. That is a player. That guy doesn't need a helmet. No, I didn't check my mags. Guessing that's all of them. Is this guy full of arc light ammo? Just make sure we're clear here before I bend over and loot another player. Can I have your stuff? No, it's Demako's. Huh. Sure. If you have a dark red fortifier helmet, I guess we'll take that. And you have Overlord Stinger armor? Sweet. Really don't want your mags. I don't know how the hell you lost this fight with the kit you have. You've got meds, you've got tons of ammo still. You've got a med gun. You like DC out? You have a max lift tractor battery. They're not even in game yet. They don't do nothing. You got 2 of every drug and a med gun? Okay, buddy. This dude came prepared. Defiance Core Sun Chaser. Well, I guess that doesn't really leave me much room to loot things for myself, but whatever. None of these guys were rocking. Oh, this guy was. Sucker for pulling mags. Never have too much ammo. It makes me wonder if one of the ships around here was one of theirs. This guy actively brings back loot. It was that kitted out. He could have some cool stuff on his ship. He was doing multiple missions. Now it's up to me to not die to NPCs and make a fool of myself. You're a hostile, right? You're really not going to come around that corner. Let me see if you're carrying a firearm.
What was that?
I almost never run with a silencer, so my bullet count to deaths are off.
I don't appreciate you wasting my time.
Find out who did the deed.
You screwed with the wrong people.
Oh, did I now? There was a guy moving right to left here. come up and must have went backwards.
Do the smart thing and kill yourself now. Because if I find you, you'll regret it.
Oh, the last guy's actually moving too. Interesting.
Oh, I am going to enjoy this.
Good day, sir. And everyone in here was in the light ass armor that makes it super duper easy. I'm okay with that. Stack our mags. I want a Galant rifle. Not really. Just odd that there's just a Galant rifle on the ground. Let us check for some loots real quick, and then I honestly think we might go risk a crime stat and break into the ships nearby and see if that guy was bringing loot out to a ship. Is this a different color? I think it's just the normal one. I mean, it's just a helmet. We'll take it. It's light. The other helmet is a medium, I believe, right? Yeah, probably want it then. Pretty sure we already looked up there. And do our rounds looking for loot boxes here real quick. Little drill on the ground. Absolute bloody mess right here. There's a good loot boxes in this. By good, I mean I don't want any of the stuff out of it, but good nonetheless. Sometimes you come to these and there's just straight zero loot boxes. More bloody mess with some body bags. Man, at least they had the decency to put them in body bags, right? A cool cluttered desk. The height of this desk, though. So there's just like a standing station, type at, big ass screen at that angle. It's just slightly weird. Normally you'd want to be a little bit higher for that angle of a monitor. Is that a chair? So that's a stool to sit here. Couldn't sit there. There ain't no room between that. Ain't no one that skinny. Don't make no sense. I know something about that. I'm a big guy. I am tall. There are a lot of times that I sit at a table and my legs can't like fully go under, and I can just like pick it up with my thighs like 4 inches off the ground. I used to do that all the time in school at the desks. Sit there and bop up and down the desktop with my thighs and knees. Teacher would be annoyed. Just looking for loot boxes real quick. Sneaky, sneaky. Putting them right behind here from when you come in. Kind of want the maroon citadel, to be honest. I don't want to gather a full pink set too to try and sell. There's a ton of loot boxes in here. APD green. Ugh. I mean, I have a whole bunch of P6 LRs, so it's fine. But I wasn't sure what I would need for an op I was heading to, so I put a max lift on my back. Kind of regret doing that now. Given I could just ditch the max lift. But they're like 20 grand, so. Let's bug on out of here. Fun little mission, fun little loots. Not what I wanted to do. That is most certainly not what I wanted to do, game. I want to do that. So it actually pulls mags from my bag and refills my slots and refills the partial mags, not just combines mags. This guy died here. Presumably he came around from this side then. I think there was a ship on this ridgeline when I flew in and got the scan hits. There was 2 ships. These doors actually work. My butt clenched a little bit right there. I was like, son of a bitch, we're stuck, aren't we? Like they could work. I've got the panel, but they currently are not active. That's like, so what's the play? I go back to my ship, offload into the internal storage. And then what? Try and fly back here. If this guy's got a whole bunch of loot in here. I don't even know what type of ship that is. A Spirit was my first guess. Kind of my footsteps. It's definitely a little shot up. Definitely does not have the landing gear down, so he came down in a panic. Interesting choices. Ramp is down and open, which means someone else has probably checked it out already. Do you have bombs? No loot boxes. I'm assuming this ship has internal storage. Bueno. Okay. Well, you know what? It was worth a shot. You never know if you don't try. Let's head back to my ship here. See if we can't get off this godforsaken rock. Do you work out your right arm, bro? Yes, I do. And only my right one. It's just so weird with the lopsided arm size. I always wish you could zoom out just a little bit more. That's a rock. Oh, that's another rock. Just really look where you're going. I'll be slightly bored looking at your character as you run around. Good footprints, though. Curious how long they last. See that? Are they phasing out? Yeah, okay. Cool if they lasted a lot longer so you could actually like track someone. Going looking for rats and stuff. Beady eyes. You know, I have died at those missions. I've had shitty circumstances where I end up here and like basically naked. I get shot, I'm bleeding, I can't get to a med thing on time. I loot 2 guys that don't have med pens and I fall over dead. But like, to be fully kitted like that guy is with the D'Amico, with all the medical stuff he still had available. But then again, you never know if real life things came into play.
Landing gear raised.
Like his mom or his wife or a kid came in the room and he immediately had to get up and got spotted by them. and they killed him. You just never know. Is this the wreck of my ship? Look like it's anything. Other way, we should be far enough away. Enter quantum. Get off the deck here. Could have went and checked that second ship, but I just don't think it's him. Oh, we don't want to go to Yili. Seraphim Station. Desi. Can head to elsewhere. It is a good day when the quantum system just kind of works.
Quantum drive is now
Good day.
on.
It's not always the case.
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay, you know, maybe I got a little bit overzealous about it working. Says we're at Seraphim Station, but I'm not seeing a Seraphim Station. You know what? It's mostly working. There's times where no quantum points show up and you have to like cycle everything, get in and out of the ship, and really struggle to get it to show quantums. What was that name? Rockanawil. Don't even know. I am hitting B to turn off my quantum, and we are still full blast. Request a hangar. It's actually fairly busy here. Cuddy is all messed up. Instance hangars was nice, but the queues are not nice. Not at all. Can I have a hanger, please? This game is a game of patience. Hanger request completed. Dig fix small hangar. Just need to get over here without smashing into a station. Hand-to-hand wombat. Lols.
Docking initiated. Docking denied.
I know, I have the Cuddy targeted, so I requested docking permission with the Cuddy. Well, not the best, not the worst. But we're touchdown, safely landed. Lined up mostly. Wings are in the pad. Not that it really matters, but we're all good here. I love how the sound bugs out every time you enter your hangar. I'm not yawning, y'all yawning. I would consider that a successful mission. I would say that mission functioned. It worked. The NPCs spawned. There were loot containers. There was players there to loot. Other players were there. Turrets shot at us. We acquired loot. We got loot out. We brought it to a station. It is now mine forever. It's mine until they loot it. I almost have the full set of the Stinger now, to be honest. Which is kind of nice. We duped our magazines. We smacked into the ground. We got to shoot some stuff, blow some stuff up, have a wonderful time. Hope this all concludes that this mission is functioning and working, and I will see you all in the next one. Take back out! Got a little crazy there at the end. I have a bowl of corned beef hash for breakfast. But I'm full, so I didn't eat it all. Snack? Bye!